Coordination pala eh.
Yun ang kasunduan namin kasi mahiya naman kami kung sa kasi
Kasunduan ninyo na sa harap lang kayo magkita. Sa entrance lang, hindi lang sila makapasok.
wala namang tanawin doon na Your Honor kasi lahat ay giba-giba at sa yung nag-distribute lang sila ng ng mga tulong sa panahon ng eleksyon doon rin sila nag-kampanya at doon na lang muna kasi it was audit time and that was I think also parang pinifeel namin yung 2 taon na COVID years na kung pwede i-strict namin yung labas at saka entrance ng mga tao para...
Ito basahin ko sa iyo. The Sitio Kapihan community is now implementing a systematic approach of accepting visitors to ensure the comfort of the visitors and guarantee security measures. Starting November 13, 2022, all personalities, be it from public and private entities who wish to visit Kapihan, must send a letter of request to visit the community through email, preferably a day before the visit. The letter shall include the following information: preferred date of visit, complete name, age, address, and all the visitors, purpose of the visit, contact details of the representative of the group. Address your letter to Senyor Aguila, President, Socorro Bayanihan Services Incorporated. All requests for visitation is subjected to the approval by the President of the Association. Once approved, its visitor is required to bring one valid ID and vaccination card. Very, kapala kayo doon, stricto. Hindi basta-basta makapasok. But anyway, please continue.
Thank you po. Parang Senate, hindi madaling mapasok.
Ha?
Parang Senate po. There is parang Senate. Yes.
Makapasok ka dito pag subject yourself to one sa...
Yeah, mayroong valid ID.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Continue.
There is a need for the male guards to sleep in shift at night at 2 persons per shift. A shift of guards need to stay awake for 2 straight hours on rotation basis between and all the guards on duty at the foxhole. Gate pass issuance policy. Members need to secure a gate pass from Mrs. Janet T. Ahok before being allowed to go out of Sitio Kapihan. Exempted in this policy are the Kapihan leaders and their respective families, commonly known as royal family. Gate pass issuance policy. Only members in good standing for the month shall be allowed to go out from the Kapihan community for once a month only, provided he or she needs to go back to Sitio Kapihan before 4 p.m. Only members in good standing for the month shall be allowed to go out from the Kapihan community for once a month only, provided he or she needs to go back to Sitio Kapihan before 4 p.m. A member can be considered in good standing if he has only incurred a maximum of 1 absent for any of the voluntary works, cluster meetings, foxhole guarding, and other activities requiring strict attendance. A member who is not in good standing for a specific month need to ensure to achieve the status of member in good standing in the ensuing month so that he or she can avail the once-a-month visit to the lowland barangays. A member whose spouse is not living with him or her in Sitio Kapihan is prohibited from going out of Sitio Kapihan, though he or she could meet the member in good standing criteria. Children, since birth up to marriage, are not allowed to go out of Sitio Kapihan. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Saan mo nakuha yung mga informasyon na yan?
Sa mga members. Dating members na lumayas, bumaba. And we collated kasi pabalik-balik yung storya nila na ganito. So, ano na lang namin.
Thank you.
They can verify also and they can be asked about this thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Salamat ha. Thank you. DepEd, you're online? DepEd Caraga o DepEd Surigao Norte? You're online? Please acknowledge. DepEd. Taga saan na DepEd yan? Caraga? Sa region, sa province, o national? Caraga. Ma'am, please acknowledge us kung narinig ko yan. Yan.
Yes, Your Honors, yes, we can hear you, and we had been listening with the Schools Division Superintendent of Siargao.
Division Superintendent of Siargao.
Yeah, Superintendent Karen is present.
Yes, ma'am.
Also,
If you have something to say, you have the floor. We will listen to you. Ay na, mag-out ka muna, ma'am. Mag-out muna. Please. Consec, take charge.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, could you please raise your right hand? And please open the camera. Open it. Yes. Do you swear to tell the truth? To tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this public hearing and investigation, ma'am?
I swear to be to say the truth, nothing but the truth in the hearing.
Thank you, ma'am. Please take your seat.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, go ahead, Senator Tolentino. Ma'am, for a while, meron lang sabihin si Senator Tolentino.
Mr. Chairman,
You have the floor.
I see the presence, the arrival of our DSWD officials. May you inform this committee as to what transpired during your closed door sessions with the children, which this committee is trying to protect likewise.
Sige, you have the floor. Stand by lang sandali, ma'am. DepEd, sandali lang.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, in response po to the query of Senator Tolentino, ongoing pa po yung activity ng ating social workers with the children. And based on the professional judgment po of our social workers, we need more time to conduct the social preparation.
So it cannot be finished today.
That's correct po, Mr. Chair.
Kaya bumalik na kayo dito.
Our social workers are still
Okay.
doing the activities po.
Akala
Mr.
ko
Chair.
kailangan nyo ng counseling sa meeting ito. So, hindi matatapos ngayon.
Our social workers, Mr. Chair, are requesting more
Preliminary
time.
determination, it cannot be finished today.
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I hope we can be provided a written report.
We will do, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Tolentino. Thank you, Asik. Ma'am, go ahead, DepEd. DepEd. Ma'am?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
Especially Senator De La Rosa, Mr. Chair, and to all the senators present. On the part of the Department of Education, the Caraga region, we're doing our best to also protect the children and to continue their learning as much as we can do. We actually map out the children that can qualify for the PEPP, and we also offer alternative learning system to all the learners in Kapihan, and we also have these learners enrolled in the nearby schools. And to corroborate my statement, may I also request that the superintendent of Siargao, being the head of all the schools in Siargao, be allowed to speak. Thank you.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, you have the floor. Mag-out ka muna, ma'am, yung Siargao Superintendent.
I am Dr. Karen Lasala Galanida.
Ma'am, sandali lang ha. Mag-out muna tayo. Oh,
Yes.
please raise your right hand.
Please raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this hearing and investigation, ma'am?
I will.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You have the floor, ma'am.
I am Dr. Karen Lasala Galanida of the Department of Siargao. I am the present Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Siargao, and Socorro is one of my jurisdictions.
Yes, you want to share something, ma'am? We would like to listen to you. Go ahead.
We have actually enrolled 150 ALS learners in 2019. 800 plus learners have dropped out schools due to their massive exodus in Sitio Kapihan, and we have, as per records, we have 103 DepEd personnel who also resigned, retired. Those old enough are already have also retired. There are also teachers who have award absence without official leave in February, and most of them have massively resigned in June, July 2019. I was not the superintendent during that time. It was during the incumbency of then Superintendent Tess Rial. And last school year, so 2019, despite our extensive interventions, they have actually decided to lift the school as well as our teachers. And in school year 2020-2021, 150 ALS learners have expressed their intention to get enrolled to our ALS program. And because of the need, because it was actually part of the conditional cash transfer of the DSWD, because these 150 ALS learners are 4-piece recipients. And they have, our ALS teachers were upheld talaga doon sa mismong site ng Kapihan to deliver our learning modules because pandemic time yun. And sadly, out of the 150 learners in ALS, only 8 have survived. Only 8 have participated Revalida.
What is the reason, Sandra? What is the reason? Bakit ganun? Dinala na kayo edukasyon sa kanila, yung ALS, tapos hindi pa sila nagtuloy. What could be the reason?
Bigla na lang po, sir, hindi na-contact ng ating mga ALS teachers, hindi na nag-reply doon sa kanilang mga messages kasi yun, pandemic time yun, magbibigay lang sila ng modules, tapos magre-retrieve na naman. Sadly, during the portfolio assessment of ALS, wala na pong nag-participate except the 8 na lang po yung natira na nakatapos naman at saka nakaparticipate ng Revalida. But last July 25, 2023, we have received a letter from the SBSI management through the Vice President, Mamerto Di Galanida, of their intention to enroll in the formal school system. We have identified almost more than 800 learners in ALS and in the formal system.
Ma'am, you're also a Galanida. Your family name is Galanida, right?
Yes, sir.
How are you related to Mr. Galanida of SBSI?
Dr. Mamerto Galanida is my uncle because yung Galanida ay lolo din siya ng husband ko. But yung asawa ng wife ni Galanida, Mamerto Galanida, is also my auntie because my auntie is the younger sister of my father. Kasi ako taga-Socorro, sir. I am just assigned in Siargao. Taga-Socorro din ako.
Okay, wait. Nobody's about that. Tinatanong lang namin for the record. Mr. Galanida, you were a former, bago ka naging mayor, naging DepEd superintendent ka, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So, in fact, you're a doctor of education, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So, ganito, yung mga learners ninyo doon, pinuntahan na ng DepEd, dinalahan na ng ALS program, Alternative Learning System, di ba? Para mabigyan ng edukasyon ng kabataan. And yet, maraming hindi nag-avail, tapos huminto. What could be the reason? Bakit hindi na tuloy-tuloy?
That I do not share what happened.
Oh, grabe naman
Because,
na.
because I do
Isang
not,
kapihan lang yun, hindi nyo alam bakit ang mga tao nyo hindi nag-aaral.
hindi namin alam, hindi ko alam until after na we were informed that only 8 survived.
That should be your main concern kasi dati kang DepEd superintendent eh. Tapos hindi nyo alam. Alam nyo, ikaw, tanongin kita, point blank. Bakit kailangan pa ng DepEd magdala ng ALS program doon sa loob ng kapihan?
Kasi makahirap po ang mag-enroll kasi malayo din.
How far is the nearest elementary school?
Is more than 3 kilometers po.
Oh, more than 3. Ako, elementary school ako noon sa barangay Batong Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur. Wala pang chinilas, maglalakad kami 7 to 8 kilometers para mag-aral lang. Ang bata, kapag walang nagpumipigil sa bata, pupunta na eskwelahan yan. Sigurado pupunta yan. Hindi kailangan pupunta ang school doon sa bata. Sila pupunta sa eskwelahan. In your case, ang mga bata ninyo, bakit ganun? 3 kilometers lang. Mayor, is that the, saan bang pinakamalapit na elementary school? From Kapihan? Outside of Kapihan?
Lanitag Elementary School. At
Sandali lang.
niyo po pa up and down.
Sandali lang.
Barangay Siring.
Barangay Siring.
Barangay Siring.
That is 3 kilometers from Kapihan.
Siguro, mga 3 kilometers.
Suppose, ang high school, saan ang pinakamalapit na high school?
Yung pinakamalapit na high school, yung sa Atuyay.
Ha?
Atuyay.
How far?
Atuyay.
From Kapihan?
Siguro mga 4 kilometers.
Pwede malapit lang, elementary, 3.
Senator, ang vice mayor namin, kapatid ng superintendent, siya din yung dati yung district supervisor.
Sige, Vice Mayor, go ahead. You have the floor.
Wala rin siya, hindi rin natin siya makuha ng information.
A pleasant morning to the honorable body of the Part2 Senate. Good afternoon, chairs, Senator Ronald Batu and Senator Risa Hontiveros, Senator Francis M. Valentino. We have embarked on a long journey from our hometown to this magnificent hall of Senate to seek for remedy and or redress of certain grievances of some of our beloved constituents. Now, being elected, I and the mayor and the rest of the municipal officials, being elected and appointed officials of the LGU, who are judged as the stewards of the people's well-being and safety, we certainly do not have the liberty to turn a blind eye to these matters. Gusto ko lang patutuhanan yung sinabi ni Raisa Goma, one of the witnesses, and gusto ko rin pabubulaanan yung sinabi ni Jerings Hilario kanina na free labas-pasok ang mga kabataan doon sa Kapihan because Kapihan is really restricted with 3 gates, no, before you can get inside the area. So, I was the former Public Schools District Supervisor of Socorro East District, and we have gathered data, exact data. February 11, 2019, there were 837 school-age students have dropped from the rows from kindergarten to high school due to their massive exodus to Kapihan. 44 elementary teachers, 43 secondary teachers from Socorro East and West districts who are SBSI members have started incurring absences without notice to their heads and the division office. June, July 2019, 33 elementary teachers and 36 secondary teachers from Socorro East and West districts have submitted resignation letters, while 8 elementary and 8 secondary teachers were enrolled and were dropped from the rules. So hindi totoo yung sinabi ni Jerings Hilario na nakapag-aral ang mga kabataan doon. 847 kindergarten pupils and students, high school students, na hindi na talaga nila pinaaral for more than 4 years. Ngayon na lang sila more than 4 years.
4 years.
From their transfer to Kapihan. So, maraming ginagawa ang DepEd para ma-resolve ang issue ito. In fact, yung aming superintendent, ilang times na nagbisita doon sa amin, including the regional director, DepEd regional director, asik na ron si Bringas. Doon sila, pinuntahan talaga nila doon para ma-investigate, para hikayatin silang bumalik sa school, including yung nag-awol at nag-resign na mga teachers. Pero wala talaga, to no avail. Wala talagang pinakinggan nila lahat.
Yes, go ahead, Sir Dr. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Sir Dr. Tino.
In the interest of fairness, tinitingnan ko yung mga lumang pictures dito, yung last yung nagpasyal tayo sa, anong school yung pinuntahan ko doon?
Socorro National High School.
Socorro National High School.
1,600 enrollees, including senior high school.
So, kaya ko tinatanong ito, relative to the statement made by the DepEd, kasi dito sa figures na binigay sa amin, mas mataas yung dropout rate noong 2019. 110 noong 2021, surprisingly 39 lang, bumaba noong 2022. Odette hit Socorro December 16, 2021. Dinala niyo po ako doon sa high school, yung pataas tayo, yung wasak-wasak yung ano, di ba? Kasama ko kayo, wasak-wasak yung taas. So, hindi kaya, in the interest of fairness, hindi kaya tumaas yung mga dropout rate dahil nasira na yung mga school doon sa taas yung pinuntahan natin. Hindi yan? Talagang itong Kapihan ang dahilan? Net 20.
Yun, sir, Mayor. Vice Mayor.
2019 pa lang yun. Yung pumunta sila sa Kapihan.
Opo, pero
wala pa yung 2021 na yung
2021 si Odette, December 16. Nagpunta naman ako 2022 after Odette. March 2022. Pero noong 2022, konti na lang yung nag-drop out, 25 na kasi nag-drop out na noong 2019. Ganun po ba? Massive.
Massive yung drop out, Senator.
Because I have
yung mga naiwan na lang yun. Yung naiwan na lang yung nakita mo doon ng mga estudyante. Tingnan yun mga membro nila.
Masasaya yung naiwan.
Wala namang masaya naman yung mga kabataan talaga. Pinahinto lang nila.
Yes, that's why I mentioned a while ago that they took advantage of the good-naturedness and hospitality of the character of the people of Socorro. Nakita ko nga po yon. And I can still vividly remember that visit, yung hagdan-hagdan, and then meron tayong bahay doon sa gitna. Green, yung mga teachers naka-green. Ayun, salamat din doon sa natikmang kong pagkain nyo, masarap.
Thank you, Sir Dr.
Always, Senator.
Balik ako kay Mr. Galanida. Mr. Galanida.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung ibang issues, no? Pwede natin yan mapag-uusapan, pwede totoo, pwede hindi. Pero itong pagkasal sa mga bata, at saka pilitang pagpakasal, at itong pagbabawal na mag-aral sila, pinipigilan mag-aral, that I cannot forgive. Whoever do that, for me, it's unforgivable. Kaya, once and for all, tanungin talaga kita, binabawalan ba niyo mga bata na pumasok sa eskwelahan o hindi?
Wala po akong alam diyan po kasi ako po ay sa 2021, Vice Presidente lang. Halili lang ako kung nandoon ng presidente at saka yung mga parasis namin.
So sino ang nagbabawal pala? Hindi ikaw?
Hindi po.
O sino nagbabawal?
Ano po?
Sino nagbabawal?
Hindi ko po alam kung may nagbabawal. Basta ang alam ko lang po ang mga hindi naman mapwersahan yung
ikaw ang pinaka-elder doon sa grupo kung saan yung mga nasa power, from Kilario sa iyo at saka yung mga ibang opisyalis sa iyong asosasyon. Ikaw ang pinaka well-educated, ikaw yung pinaka dati ka pa nga mayor 3 times ka na mayor. Ito pagdating sa edukasyon ng mga bata, wala kang pakialam. Hindi mo alam at wala kang pakialam.
Ang alam ko po ang kahirapan na kahirapan na magpunta, magpaaral kasi po sa terrain ng aming lugar.
Hindi nyo binabawalan.
Hindi.
Kusang ayaw ng mga bata mag-aral.
Sa alam ko po, hindi po yung sa alam ko lang po hindi.
Sa alam? Sa alam mo hindi.
Kasi yun lang ang nakita ko po na wala namang policy ng board na bawalan ng mga bata.
Ay, you're telling half truth and half lies, ha? Klaruhin kita. Klaruhin natin ito. Kasi kayo ang policy making body dyan sa kapihan. Tanong ko kung talaga bang pinipigilan yung mag-aral ng mga bata o hindi.
Hindi po, our records will show kung anong pinag-usapan na.
O bakit walang bata nag-aral? Sige nga, explain to me. It is a natural nature ng bata yan na maghanap ng pag-aaral. Kaya nga yung mga bata dito na lumayas dahil lalaki daw sila na walang pinag-aralan. So yun ang nangyari. Tapos sa inyo, wala nag-aral. Yan ay mga parents ha, doon sa loob may mga parents. I don't believe na itong mga parents na ito ay ayaw nila pagpaaralin yung mga anak nila. At ikaw mismo, I don't believe na ikaw, dati kang mayor, dati kang DepEd superintendent, na ayaw mong paaralin yung mga bata. But how come? How can we explain it to the whole world? Bakit ang mga bata doon ay hindi nag-aaral? Ngayon, you want us to believe that dahil sa kahirapan ng kalsada, which is 3 or 4 kilometers, na babagtasin or lalakarin, kaya hindi papasok mga bata. I don't buy your explanation.
Mr. Chair, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Meron namang parent po dito. Pwede po sila mismo umangkon bakit hindi pinaaral nila o hindi nakaaral. Meron naman kaming kasama dito na isang parent, si Fibeline Cobillanes po. Pwede pa po payagan makapagsalita para siya mo mismo ang mag-express ng kanyang kung ano taga ang totoo.
Ikaw, parents ka mismo eh. Parents ka mismo. May mga anak, may mga apo ka pa doon, di ba?
Opo, mga anak ko po ay tapos na po nag-aral.
Bago kasi wala pang kapihan noon.
Wala pa. May nag-continue naman po through online.
Sige nga, sino yung parent na gusto mong magsalita? Yes, alika, dito para magbigay linaw ka. Bakit yung mga anak mo hindi nag-aaral? Before that, you want to say something?
Yes, salamat kayo, Mr. Chair. Bago yung isang importante sanang follow-up question ko sa DSWD, follow-up lang kay Mr. Galanida. Sir, di ba narinig niyo po yung presentation ni Attorney Dano? Yung mahaba, mabigat, detalyadong schedule ng iba't ibang levels ng Soldiers of God. Simula po madaling araw hanggang halos hating gabi. Narinig po niyo yung presentation iyon?
Yes po, narinig ko po.
Opo. So hindi po kaya logical sa pagtanaw namin na kaya pinagbabawal yung mga estudyante mag-aral dahil ang dami na nilang ibang gawain doon sa mula agila hanggang fetus, mula 2 a.m. hanggang halos gabi na. So, hindi kaya ang nangyayari ay pinatigil yung mag-aral yung mga bata dahil gusto nyo silang i-recruit dyan sa Soldiers of God.
Nagugulat po ako yung presentation na yan kasi ang maraming mga activities doon. Ang alam ko lang po ay yung sinasabing Salonera Training Camp. Kasi nag-training kami po para sa cultural presentation. Because we believe, especially during the COVID years, na yung hindi makapag-aral formally, makapag-aral sila informal or non-formal through cultural development.
Yes, sir, yung maaring may ilang kayong mga cultural activities doon, pero kahit po yung photo na ipinakita ni Chair, na sabi nung una ni Attorney ay cultural event, ay lumabas na flag ceremony. At bakit po kayo magugulat doon sa presentation? Mismong yung mga nagtestigo mula sa Agila, mula sa Agnos, yung isang kababaihan din dito, may marka sa kamay ng mga miyembro ng Soldiers of God. At sabi nila pati yung ilang matatapang na mga bata sa fetus, 7 to 8 years old, ay may ganung marka. Kumbaga, nasa sariling katawan ng pruweba ng pagde-deploy nila dyan sa iba't ibang level ng Soldiers of God. Para busy sila at pagod, sabi ni na Mayor yata kanina, mula madaling araw hanggang gabi. So paano nga po talaga sila mag-aaral niyan? Tinetrain po sila bilang Soldiers of God. Po sila bilang Soldiers of God.
Overloaded yung schedule ng mga bata. Kung yun ang totoo, yung presentation na yun, overloaded.
Hindi na, kaya sabi ko po, nagulat po ako kung saan siya nagkukuha doon.
Huwag ka magulat kasi sabi man ito ng mga bata na na-rescue. Hindi man yan gawa nila, hindi man yan invento nila. Nagagaling doon sa mga bata na nagsasabi kanina. Yun galing sa kanila. Tapos ikaw ngayon nagulat ka na may ganyan pala schedule. So sino gumagawa ng schedule? Kung nagulat ka, sino gumagawa niyan?
Kasi wala kaming schedule ng ganun ka-iktik schedule. Ang na lang yung...
Excuse me po, sorry, Mr. Chair. Okay na, I mean, ang hirap po talagang ang daming mga pagtetestigo, may presentation na napakadetalyado, tapos sasabihin lamang po na hindi totoo. Kaya nga sinight po kayong 4 in contempt kanina ng komite. Just one follow-up question, Mr. Chair, sa DSWD. Dahil po sabi po ni Asik Dumlao, kulang pa ang panahon ngayon para makumpleto yung pagpoproseso. Pero saan po magsistay yung mga bata? Yun po yung concern kong yun at tanong sa DSWD. Saan po sila magsistay hanggang matapos yung prosesong yun? Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, batay po doon sa aming pag-uusap ng mga bata, sila kasama po nila ang kanilang mga magulang. Sila po ay may tinitirhan dito na hotel na malapit lang po dito sa Senate. And pagkatapos po nito, kasama rin po nila yung mga magulang nila sa lugar po na nabanggit.
So, and then pagkatapos po, paano po makukumpleto ng DSWD yung social preparation sa kanila?
Well, Mr. Chair, Madam Senator, ongoing naman po yung isinasagawa na social preparation. Kabilang na po dyan yung mga activities na isinasagawa. At sana po, bago matapos ang araw na ito, ay matapos din po yung isinasagawang pagpoproseso sa kanila. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat din, Asik. Sana nga po na kahit lampas nitong hearing, kung kailan man isususpend ni Chair, sana nga sa loob nitong maghapong ito ay makumpleto yung proseso. On behalf of the Chair, si Ma'am Regino,
ng
Commission on Human Rights.
Yes, upon good afternoon, Your Honors, good afternoon. Upon hearing your privileged speech, the Commission on Human Rights as the Gender and Development Ombud of the country and as the Child Ombud created a task force to investigate the allegations in Socorro. So what we did was, there was a 5-member team deployed in Socorro. And based on our independent investigation, I should say, we can confirm some of the allegations here. Based on the initial investigation, we conducted many interviews because the task force was there, I think, for 5 days. And we have our report here, Madam Senator, regarding the investigation that we conducted. And on that investigation, we found out initially, based on the interviews with the children, there was forced marriage. There was also denial, or because we are looking into the human rights dimension of this case. There was a violation of the right to education, access to education, and likewise, there's a violation on the freedom of movement of these people. We also we will submit, Your Honor, our initial investigation report because it is actually based on many violations.
Thank you, ma'am, for that findings. Salamat. So, very clear na may mga violation ng karapatang pantao nangyayari doon. Thank you. DNR.
Magandang hapon po.
Kindly inform this committee paano nangyari yan, yung pagkukontrol nila sa lugar na yan, yung historical background up to the present.
Well, actually, sir,
Yes.
based on records, itong Socorro Bayan Services Incorporated is one of the 12 PAC-BARMA that we have issued so far in the island of
What's PAC-BARMA?
Protected Area Community-Based Resources.
Protected Area
Community-Based Resource Management.
Community-Based
Resource Management Agreement.
Resource Management Agreement.
Yes.
Between a cooperative or a people's organization
Yes, sir.
and DNR.
Yes, sir.
So, merong
isang agreement entered into between the department, DNR, and the People's Organization for them to occupy, cultivate, and benefit from the fruits of their labor in a protected area. Kagaya po nitong sa Sanic area.
For how many years?
For 25 years, renewable for another 25 years.
So, maximum of 50 lang.
Maximum of 50, sir.
In this case, si kanila, naka-renew na sila.
Nakaka-labing na taon na. Ka-25 taon ay sa PETSA 2029 pa po.
Mag-25 years pa ngayong
2029 po.
2029.
Yes, sir.
So after that, renewable pa. Another 25 years.
But after our evaluation that they have not violated any of the terms and conditions ng ating agreement.
Subject to evaluation.
Yeah.
Yung kanilang renewal.
Yes, sir. Kahit po sa ngayon.
So kasama ba doon sa kanilang mandato sa agreement that was executed between DNR and the People's Organization called SBSI,
SBSI.
Socorro Bayanihan Services Incorporated. Kasama ba doon yung bawal mapasukan ng ibang tao na hindi membro ng area? Exclusivity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You can explain about exclusivity.
Exclusivity as against any third party.
Ano?
As against any third party to occupy and develop any area within the stewarded lands.
So bawal?
Bawal po talaga. Bawal magbabawal in the sense na hindi po pwedeng dumaan because that happens in other areas na pwedeng...
Tanungin natin. Non-member ng Socorro pupunta doon para mag-cultivate ng land, bawal. Dahil may agreement na kayo between you and them.
Kung dadaan lang po doon, pwede po yun.
Kung dadaan lang,
pwede po.
Ang pasyal-pasyal lang,
pwede rin po. Kung wala namang gagawin masama doon, pwede po yun.
So it doesn't cloak them with the authority, with the power to prohibit other people from coming inside the territory.
Hindi po.
That's clear.
Pwede po yun, yes sir. Pwede po.
Hindi yan stipulated doon sa agreement, ha?
Ang exclusivity po is yung use, na yung
land use lang.
Yes sir, opo.
Pero yung entrance at saka egress, walang problema.
If I may add, Mr. Senator, sir,
yes, wait.
Kahit po yung aking mga tauhan, we have, despite our visitorial power, we still need to get clearance from them to be able to exercise our monitoring.
You are the regulating agency, DNR. You have the visitorial powers. Hindi kayo makapasok doon?
We need to get clearance from them.
Ha?
We need to get clearance.
Anak ng baka. Anak ng baka. Anong klaseng gobyerno kayo? Ganun na kayo kahina. DNR kayo.
Yeah.
Visitorial powers inyo, exercise inyo over that piece of land. Dahil kayong DNR. Tapos hindi kayo basta-basta kapasok doon?
Based on my paso, ganun po sa experience namin. We have to inform them in advance na pupunta doon that day.
Jerez Kilario, bakit nyo binabawal lang ang DNR na mag-perform na kanilang mandato doon, na mag-visitorial powers sa inyo? Ikaw mo, Presidente, you answer.
hindi po naman bawalan yung yung DNR. Kung pwede sila pumasok, pwede naman. May mga DNR nga pumapasok.
DNR na kayo nagsasabi ngayon, no? Ikaw, puro ka lang nga. DNR na nagsabi na hindi sila makapasok.
Yung makasagot lang po yan ay si Board Mamerto Galanida.
Sige, go ahead, Mr. Galanida.
Mr. Chair,
go ahead, Senator Risa.
kapansin-pansin lang, dapat ang presidenteng talaga ng isang organisasyon makapagsagot tungkol sa organisasyon. Pasa lang ng pasa ng mga tanong kay Mr. Galanida, Mr. Chair.
Yun nga, lumalabas na parang figurehead ka lang dyan, Mr. Jerry Esquilario. You're not the one leading that organization.
Mr. Chair, kasi po baguhan lang siya, hindi niya alam kung anong nangyari yung for the last almost 24 years.
Bakit siya ginawa yung presidente? Dahil?
Siya po ang ini-endorse ng dating presidente namin at sa general election siya po ang nanalo.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Siya talagang pinili ninyo.
Mr. Chair, ilinaw ko lang po. I cannot remember of any incident na binawalan namin ng DNR kasi regular naman siya nagpunta doon even 1 month ago. Nagpunta naman sila. In fact, I think they are even there in Socorro now.
Mr. Galanida, I will cut you short. Kung sabi mo, may laban, may away kayo dito ni Mr. Edelito Santo dahil gusto niya, dati siya membro, ngayon gustong gumawa ng, mayroon siyang, he has acts to grind against you. Sabi mo rin naman, sila mayor, dahil sa politics, hindi kayo magkakaintindihan. Okay lang yan, I can accept that na parang kini-question mo yung kanila sinasabi. Pero ito ngayon, DNR, ano pakialam ng DNR sa politika ninyo? Ano pakialam ng DNR sa asosasyon ninyo? Ang pakialam lang niya is being the regulating agency by the government to regulate yung activities ninyo dyan sa lupa na yan. Ano gusto bakit siya magsinungaling?
Ang totoo po, meron naman lang siyang yung representative nila, isang team, yung headed by Mr. Dansin, ayun yung apelido. Palagi naman siya nagpunta doon. Ayaw ko bakit sabi ni director na binawalan.
Sinabi na nga niya.
Nagulat po ako.
May pretended area superintendent experience that situation na hindi siya pinapasok niya sa area niyan. May pasok in Siargao.
Ano sabi niya?
Siya po mismo yung naka-experience.
Gamitin mo yung microphone. You introduce yourself first.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Samuel Malayo po, Protected Area Superintendent of Siargao Islands Protected Landscape and Seascape. My personal experience in Bayanihan is that during the time when I was still in the regional office and I was conducting performance evaluation of all PACBARMAs in Socorro, it was only SBSI who did not allow us to enter the area. They responded to our letter that they don't have anybody who could assist us in our evaluation because they have important activity in their area.
So with that, you did not complain to the police and seek assistance from the police para you can perform your mandate, makapasok ka doon sa loob. Hindi ka nag-report sa police? Hindi ka nagpatulong? Hindi ka nag-condemn sa police?
Normal sir, pagka mga ganun situation, we just consider the responses and we just reschedule our visit. Pagka ganyan sir. Kasi anyway, that's part of our regular monitoring and evaluation. So, kung di sila po pwede, then we just reschedule our visit. That's how we treat our partners in area development kasi partners natin sila eh. they may have the reason, so inuunawan na lang po namin. But then,
yeah, you may have the reason, they may have the reasons, you may have the right understanding, but the way I see it from the outside, my God, you're a government agency regulating this activity or this piece of land ng ating bansa. Then, hindi kayo makapaggandak ng evaluation sa loob dahil binabawalan kayo.
Mr. Chair, I think I remember merong isa sa mga witnesses nagsabi na nung nagpunta ang DENR, they were able to set up a trap, parang ganun. Pero I think si Martin nagsasabi, baka matandaan pa niya, yung isang witness natin nagsabi na Bitcoin or in term parang may trap. Bitcoin ang taga.
Sino nagsabi?
Si Mark Rosano yata yun. In one of our interviews sa kanya.
Sige nga, you share with us what you know.
Yung pagkakalam ko, sir, yun yung mission task ng pagiging agila. Kasi may balak yung DNR na pumasok, tapos pinagawalan ni Senyor. Kaya sa mga agilas, given the task like that, sir, na buhato ni para dili makasuot ang DNR.
Kung sa buhaton nila, what are we going to do?
Magkuag trap, sir.
What kind of trap?
For example, mag-depot yung kahoy, sir. Yung kahoy na papatamaan siya, ganun. Para hindi makapasok.
Sino nagsabi niyan?
Yung kasama kong agila, sir.
Sino?
Yung ibang member, sir.
Ang pangalan?
Yung nickname lang naman ko, sir.
Anong nickname? Nasa loob ba siya? Nasa labas na?
Nasa labas ng kapihan.
Lumabas na?
Nasa loob.
Nasa loob pa? Sige. Thank you.
Teka.
Yes, go ahead, Dino.
I am saddened to hear that revelation. I'm very saddened to hear that revelation because